just don't wake me up. We do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight. We just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Lose control, dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy dream flying above the city light. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat that soul, don't ask me what is real. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat the soul, don't ask me what is real. Get drunk, live for sunrise in the moonlight, just don't wake me up, we do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight, we just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Here we are dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy dream flying above the city light. Get ready for the game I play. Get ready for the game I play. Roll the dice like no one cares. Roll the dice like no one cares. Yeah, get excited, baby. Welcome to the new age. Standing on the new stage. Get drunk before sunrise in the moonlight. Just don't wake me up. We do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight. We just turn it up. Sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Lose control, dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy dream flying above the city light. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat that soul, don't ask me what is real. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat the soul, don't ask me what is real. Get drunk, live for sunrise in the moonlight, just don't wake me up, we do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight, we just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Here we are dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy
Hello everyone, my name is Archer, and this is more Limbus Company. How are you all doing today? Good morning, Verneto. Good morning, Draggy. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Anox. Together we shall regain back our paradise in this golden city while riding the Route 77, the Halton Highway, with the help of a showdown in Chinatown. Yes, somewhere in Rayashki. Hello, JQ person that we're meeting a little bit more further down the line. It's always Ryashki, yes. But yes, hello, we just started. Um, I've taken a long break, as most of you know. The ones that were not yesterday here. I was doing like a mental health kind of break, and I'm back. I'm feeling fine. And as you can see, we're much better equipped toward the Scanto. I just put everybody or most of the ADs that I will be using on the 55. We're just having like two, they're off and not burn at all. Also, I was literally staring at this Ryoshu thinking, damn, I really want to pull for this. But it's so cool looking. Yes, Draggy, I took a break for like 4 days or 3 days. I posted on the Discord. I'm glad that you didn't even notice. Yeah, and Benito mentioned about Nautica. So close. Yes, I will save it, but this is so cool. It's not that I deserve it. I'm a streamer. I barely do anything when it comes to like I just log in online and play games. It's just that I wanted to disconnect from the internet at that point. Archer, when did we ever need a reason to hit the gamble button? No, I will not, because there is Arknight's collaboration like next week or on the next one. Should we make a Nautica pool party? We can. Again, I don't plan on streaming for too long on Friday. Steffi, one of my friend's streamers, she's gonna do a huge giveaway on Fallout 76. And since I am one of her mods, I decided that I would want to be there and kind of support her for the first time. So if we do actually um, play a little bit on Friday, it's just gonna be like enough for us to pull for Nautica and like have a good time. Hello, Marm. Thank you so much for coming. Extraction, you don't even care about Arknights. Why pull? Because it might be good and they are truly limited. I can shard Ryoshu at any point. Are you aware of the ego teaser? The Arknight egos? Hello, alternative. What teasers? Let me look. Hello. Um, Let me take a look. If there are teasers, I might look it up. Oh, is the one that they released like 9 months ago? Let me double check it. Oh no. They released something 4 days ago actually. Okay, let's watch the teaser. Since there is something for us to watch, why not? Okay, I'm opening up. We're gonna do a viewing party here. You got the teaser for one of the egos. Did we? Or we were going to? And it's nice that Veneto is here because I don't know nothing about Arknights. So Veneto might be actually able to, you know, see something that I don't. Uh, but okay, guys. This is going to be the Limbus Company X Arknights teaser. Pilgrimage of Compassion. Very realistic waters. By the way, I feel like the if I'm not mistaken, the beta for Enderfield is happening currently on like Korea or something. So we might get Enderfield pretty soon. Ooh. Image. Water. La Masas. Rebellion de las Masas. Okay, and then we got something for Ishmael, people were saying. Where is the Ishmael thing? Because it's not here. Maybe it's live? No, 13 days, so it's not even live. Maybe shorts? No, it's not shorts. Okay, if anyone has the teaser that dropped for Ishmael, if you want to send the link, I would be more than happy to watch. I'm only on Kento's chapter 6 though, don't expect much to understand though from me. On Arknights? Uh, because the game want to play overnight. Oh, jellyfish, that must be the same symbolism. Okie dokie. Twitter, oops, Twitter. Oh, okay. Twitter. Okay, let's go. It's Limbus Twitter. Let's take a look. Ah, okay. Yeah, whenever guys mention teaser, yeah, it's literally the image. Okay. And really enjoy that they put limited all over. So it really gets in your head. It is limited. To the Arknight fans, is this high? Is this high, Fernito? She looks cool. I don't know what this is. Thought it'd be Ishmael's version, not OG Scotty. Arknight fans, please elaborate on this. A lot of people are confused. YouTube blocking the post random message, the most random message ever. It happens quite often with you, Merm. Maybe they hate Twitter. Okie dokie, we have Abysso. Abysso, what cheese is Schmarla? I appear to welcome wisdom. Okay, so this is probably, for what I'm gathering, maybe sinking. It's probably gonna be like a sinking ego. What will happen when her SP is negative 45? Will she transform into Skadi? What is Skadi? Okay. If you look at the comments, there should be a brightened red. Yeah, because I usually don't keep my YouTube open, so I actually don't even see the messages that got redacted. I'm sorry, Merb. Ishmael, when Arknight fans explain this in reverse 1999 terms. Inflict +3 sinking when below 0 ASP when. Crazy Villa who wants humans dead and is also dead, but then inhabits the body of some of us is the best I can explain it. Okay, so she's like a mermaid. But this is how who Scotty is? Okay, I'll take it. You know, guys, this is a could be Scotty, which I don't know. Let's see. Arknights, Scotty. I'm not gonna be like, okay, makes sense. Is the girl behind her, right? Yeah, is the girl behind her. And apparently she has like her whole motif is like water, so it does fit well with Ishmael. We must be hype for the three persons who know about Limbus and Dark Knights. Yeah, she is rocking that counterfeit Slay Queen Mermaid Kanto 5 reference. Um, Ew, Scotty Guard, get it out of my sight. Say manager Apple, what's the meaning behind the letters? Which letters? You gotta be more specific. So Villa goes bonkers. Oh, well, you guys would need to ask Sinclair for that one. So Villa goes bunker and make a genocide run and dies, but before die, she lives in someone else's body who's also something related to nature. Another Limbus company stream. Damn. Okay. See, it was pretty easy. Yeah, Merm got it. It was another. Okay, but awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get a water motif character for Ishmael, which makes sense. So I will be expecting her ego to function somewhere along the lines of um either thinking, which is all water, I guess, or maybe tremor. I don't know. Maybe she's gonna throw whales at the enemies, and that's gonna make them burst. But okay, thank you so much, our resident um Archetypes Enjoyer for elaborating further. Okay, this is the last one that we got. Okay, let's go. Also, let's check the audio. I think the audio was a little on the lower side. Let me turn it up.
저거 가보옥 아니야?
Wait, didn't we see this before? Oh no, okay. I think we saw this before, didn't we?
예상은 하고 있었지만 엄청나게 시선을 끌고
I
있네.
think we just saw this one.
자, 우러러 보시게.
Wait, I think we saw this one already. Sorry, guys. Because as far as I'm concerned, we're already done with this part. Yeah, this is the one. Sorry, guys. I mean, 3 days without playing on my normal time, and I already got crazy.
돌아오셨습니까, 도련님?
Um, she battled summon the Abyssal Creature Gang and beat her enemies a blue box up for 3 damage. Oh no, spoilers, bye guys. No problem, Vernito, thank you so much for coming, dude. Have a good one. Oh god. A second, guys, I'm gonna time out Vernito. I cannot tell me wild Vernito, you're a mod. Okay, Vernito, Never mind, I will time you out. You should never do anything as a mod anyway. Timed out. You have returned, young master. Yep. Good evening, Jiren. Spin? I love how different is the name from Chinese to, you know, this. Jiren bowed wordlessly in the same detached coldness we sensed earlier. She did not seem at all excited about her master's success today, nor did she appear to be concerned about him. A letter has arrived for you, young Master Bu. You didn't even try to hide the fact that the envelope was tampered with, did you? The message got stormed. My responsibility was to deliver the letter. To protect its integrity was not one of my obligations. Damn. Honglu, are you sure she's your maidservant? It's okay. She's not wrong. Hey, Jiren, can I ask you something? Jialing promised to play rock tossing game with me, but I can't find him anywhere. That's well, let's see. How many numbers have you learned so far, young master? I'm gonna go play reverse. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, Draggy. Have a fun time at reverse. We should be playing reverse probably tomorrow as well. It's gonna be our warm up towards Nautica. Fishmail strikes again. Then I learned up to 10. Then he'll be back after 100 night sleeps. Sleep 10 nights, 10 times, then that's 100 nights. Wow, that's so cool, Jiren. You're so smart. Aw, it's nothing. It's something we all learned growing up. Jiren, I slept 10 times, 10 nights, but I still don't know where Jiling's gone. Did I say that young Master Jiling was to return? Huh. He said he'll be back after 100 nights. Ah. 100 nights is hardly enough, young master. It will take at least 1,000 nights. Given what they did to him. I see. You're smart as always, Jiren. Young master, it's been years, but young Master Jiling's body is still decaying. He has lost control over half of his body. Even after he was fed the boluses I'd sent him, I was told to relay that your boluses were useless, young master. Damn. The decay reached his brain, and I overheard that the other servants gossip that it's impossible to recover from such a wound. The body's functionally dead. Death would be preferable, in fact. Shit, okay, and then you're gonna tell all this to a child? Well, what's the point of this, Jiren? So give up on your naive hope and forget about him. And also, because I don't have like a good concept of time. But it feels like a lot of time passed at this point, and you know, Honglu still looks like a kid. You're always so smart, Jiren. I will now read the letter. Executive Manager. Oh, right. Yeah. As I stood there pondering, Otis walked up to the front with the letter in hand. This is from Manager Sodden. Hello, everyone. Heard you managed to pass the first round. I wrote this letter before I heard the news, actually. You wouldn't even be reading this letter if you hadn't passed. The heck? But let's save the celebrations for later. The real game starts in round 2. The other candidates must have been making alliances, strategies, sharing information about the next round, of course. Always intrigue, there's nothing fair. Meanwhile, you guys stumble around, aimless and alone, before returning to your lodging. And here you are now, reading my letter. Is she watching us from somewhere? But not to worry, for your team specifically, round 2 doesn't require much strategizing. Because it will be messy and continuous battle after battle. So battle on as you always do. Huh? It's what you do best, right? Oh, hold on. I would like to go into more details in this letter, but I'm sure this letter will be, and has been, most likely intercepted by someone from other candidates, clans, or coalitions. So, in order for you to obtain our objective, you have to rely on what you have learned and gained so far, your intuition and fearlessness. At least, okay, Sada predicted everything. Sada was like, okay, this is simple, I'm gonna do this, have fun. Like I said earlier, we have but one purpose. Contextual clues suggest that one purpose is implied, to come in second place and obtain the golden bow. Well, that wraps everything up then. Oh, one last thing. Shameless curs who have rested their eyes upon the contents of this letter without authorization shall be struck down with the curse of misfortune that lasts generations upon generations. Near shall they be ever successful in any endeavor regardless of nature. Damn, I love that she just casually, let's put a curse. It's whatever, okay. One very smart thing. I had a friend whenever we were growing up, and he was pretty smart about like making like a text and like essays for things. And but one thing that he was always afraid is that people would um, copy his essays and use for themselves. So at some point during the essay, like we were talking about like 1,000 words kind of essay, there would be a random piece of text talking about peeling a banana. So we're talking about maybe like an essay, what you did on like, you know, what you did on like last summer, or what is the theory of life, or what is in space, or something random. I'm just putting random, and on the middle of it, without like any prompt or context or anything, someone's gonna start to describe how to peel and eat a banana. So that's what he does to protect himself from copycats. Very, very effective. The bottom part of the letter has been torn off, huh? What a way to end the letter. So, does anybody know what to expect in round 2? The letter really didn't help with anything at all. It would be better to learn the exact rules on site and hear from the organizers themselves. It is likely that there are forces who already have their eyes and ears on us. Executive manager, there is someone by the door. Right on cue, hey? I don't think that's what it is. Damn it, you! Grab your weapons, prepare for battle! Despite our rush, the person by the door was none other than Jia Chishin. She wore an expression that we had grown quite familiar with now, an interesting combination of annoyance and disappointment. Why do I ever expect anything better from you anymore? You're just opening your door to anyone without even checking who knocked, just like that. I thought you were done talking with. Yeah, we can be pretty headless from time to time. But I don't think anyone who is intending to kill us would have the decencies to stand and hesitate in front of my door wondering if you should knock or not. Angry Chen, yes. Earlier, in round 1, you had yourself killed in front of GMU and big sister Yen Chen, didn't you? And revived yourself in front of them too, I presume. Yeah. Why even go that far, huh? What's gotten into you, brother? Family hierarchy? Really? Why now? Why all of a sudden? I can tell, just from the look on your face, that you couldn't care less about becoming something like the family hierarchy. Is that really it? That they told you to do it? Tuchin, imagine, just for the sake of it, what if, just what if, like, what if our actual goal isn't to come in first place? Do you seriously expect me to believe that? Well, right, totally. Heck, I wouldn't buy that either. Anyways, I'm not here to ally or parley with you. I am never ever doing anything like that with you again, brother. It will be nighttime soon, you know? And your room's always been so dark because you barely let so much as a ray of moonlight in. Seems like she's warning us that that we'll be visited by some uninvited guests soon. Yeah, no way they're letting you, a sudden unforeseen variable, spend the night in peace. But didn't they warn us earlier that round 2's candidates are prohibited from hurting each other? I see. The only thing that matters is that the exact wording of the law, not the spirit of it. Right? They won't intervene as long as candidates, not trying to kill a fellow candidate, literally, with their own hands. So don't trust anyone, even your maidservants. Well, that's already a given. Thanks for coming here in person, Chichin. Tomorrow, we'll really be enemies. I know it's too late to change anything, but tomorrow... Gia Chichin stumbled over her words, trailed off, then turned around and left as though she swallowed what she wanted to say. When she expressly wished to visit you herself, I made 3 attempts to talk her out of it. It was highly impertinent of someone of my station to advise against her 3 times, yes, but I implore you all to know that her choice to come here was not an easy one. I know this question can sound a bit nosy, but are things okay over there? We will face the trial to the best of our abilities. I wish with all my heart that our paths will not cross tomorrow. And I share his sentiment. I wish not to ever bring harm to them, nor they to us in turn. Well, when's anything ever gone as we wished, hey? But Heathcliff sounded just as uneasy. Mr. Wade, go bye-bye. No! I hope this is not you trying to say that Wade's gonna die, sir. You know, it's pretty tough. Because we're already grown attached to her, and just like Rhodey was trying to imply, maybe we can just let her know that we don't want to be her enemy. Intruders. Okay, so we're... Yeah, like Chichin already told us, we're gonna get ambushed. Oh god. I should remember this. She's gonna be a fixed member. Sometimes.
120번 홍로.
Oh cool, you know? At least it's level 50. And at least I have an ID that's leveled. Even though I can just borrow one. Do we have a... We do have a fire one, which is this one that I've been using sometimes. I'm gonna rent this.
끌어넘칠 시간이군요.
He just bye-bye, that is it, manager. Okay. I'm looking at you, wisdom deck. Oh, moon, once it waxes, it wanes. Oh, water, once it fills, it overflows. For all lights must go out, the night is still. It's time. Sharpen your senses. Hey, what are some no infiltration routes in this building that our enemies could use? Anywhere really, as long as the assassins was willing to put their mind to it. There was this one time when one of them suddenly appeared from under my bed. That sounds kind of terrifying. Ryoshu, who was leisurely puffing her cigarette as the sinners were looking around in full alert, suddenly pointed up. Up. Ceiling, someone just landed above us.
아,
Ah,
천장에
so
내려앉은
if they're
거면
hiding in the ceiling,
이미 이 방 밖에도
there must be there must be waiting for us just outside the door. Hungler spoke casually, as though he was expecting to have them join us for tea or something. Impressive. You're pretty sharp.
감이 좋은데.
Huh? The sinners all whipped around and swung their weapons toward the voices, but the assassin dodged back with ease and checked from a gourd in his hand.
Huh?
Wait, it smells like...
이 냄새 설마
Is that
저
Saw drinking on the job?
와중에 술 처먹고 있는 거냐?
밤중에 일하러
Give me a
나온 것도
break. I'm an
서러운데
old guy on a
술까지
night
못
shift.
마시면 무슨
I say you
낙으로
deserve a
일하는가.
drink.
목표는
Or
갑을
targets
부르는
young Master
하나다.
Jabba.
빨리
Let's kill him
집으로
quick and
돌아가야지.
call it a night. With that, the enemies began flooding into the room. I mean, at least they're doing this pretty on the nose. BYD were the same. ROU.
비록 함께 전장에 나서는 건 아니지만
Let's check what we're dealing
저희를
with.
이끌어주는 건 단테님만 할 수 있는 일이에요.
Okay,
이번에도
some
분명
bleed folks.
원하시는 길로 저희를 잘 이끌어
Trying to
주시겠죠?
make us bleed. Like bleed folks do.
받아볼 텐가.
하려, 추진, 차!
Damn. Massive damage.
첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
Okay, my ult is struggling over there.
저분은 어디 아프신 걸까요? 아까랑 다르게 기운이 없어 보여요.
Some of these are kind of complicated. This is struggling, goddamn.
단번에 끝낸다.
Come on, Rodi. Nice.
그만둘 생각이 없어 보이네요. 저분이 포기하지 않는 건
Shit, okay, we're
나같이
getting some
때문일까요?
terrible clashes around here.
아니면 차마 내려놓을 수 없는 자신만의 이유
Does she have a
때문일까요?
plus 5 bleed?
어우, 안 뜨거워? 멀리서
not.
말해도 들려.
It's just that she's not clashing well with this one. Kind of this is. Yeah, this is probably a better option.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
I am now an L-Corp Nugget. Oh! Okay, that makes sense.
하려, 추진.
각자의 위치가 있으니
빛 공격은 필요 없겠죠?
이것밖에 못해. 전탄 격발.
Why are you using Incorp Pulse? Because I don't have more burn IDs that are leveled, so I really like to have Pulse all the time, so I have a source of healing if I can build enough, you know, things to use the fluid sack. That's all. Fluid sack and a dream.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
탄원 보급해드리겠습니다.
Yeah, I have only 2 Pulse that are leveled, which are Impulse or
그렇게 서 있으니
the Butler one. And I like Impulse. I don't see that as a problem.
움직임이 멈췄는데 괜찮으신가요? 단테님.
You take any other Pulse.
아무래도 의식을 잃으신
What's
것
wrong with
같아요.
Impulse? Yeah, what's wrong with Impulse?
단번에 끝낸다.
Burn is one of the status that struggles the most to few fluid sac. I know. You have Knight of Despair Rodin. I have. Hello everyone. Hello everyone that's coming into the stream right now. There's almost no gloom. Yeah, I know. Again, so far it's fine, guys. Oh no, all good. We're gonna go into danger mode if I start to lose.
저기요. 움직임이 멈췄는데 괜찮으신가요?
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
단테님, 아무래도 의식을 잃으신 것 같아요.
But I do have Knight of Despair.
이것밖에 못하나. 이것밖에 못하나. 총알값 아까울 놈.
Take the head off.
기쁨이란 건 이런
Yeah,
사소한
this
일에도
is a
슬며시
long
따라오나요?
fight.
모두가 노력한 덕분에 비무가 일찍 끝날 필요 없겠죠.
괜찮아.
그렇게 서 있으니 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
흙으로.
안심해라. 고통은 없어.
Nice. I had to move to another spot in L.Corp. Go ahead, sir.
나를 들뜨게 만드는 일은 많지 않지만 이번엔 그
Let's
귀중한 경우의 수에
see.
들어맞았군.
Oh, this is not? Okay, yeah.
잘
Night
놀다
ambush.
간다.
Okay, so we're keep going.
희소하지 않은 탐피는
Fighting non-stop. I'm gonna keep getting this one. I appreciate whoever is landing the association Honglu. Thank you so much. It's gonna help me.
끌어넘칠 시간이군요.
Oh yeah, she doesn't clash the perfect, but it is what it is.
비록 함께 전장에 나서는 건 아니지만 저희를 이끌어주는 건 단테님만
I see everybody's crashing bad sometimes.
이번에도
Not
분명
her
원하시는
as well.
길로 저희를
Just only
잘
her.
이끌어 주시겠죠.
받아볼 텐가.
Oh damn. Okay, this is my backfire. Shit. Okay, see?
전탄 격발.
Rookie mistake. Ooh, okay. I literally quite literally dodged the bullet there. No, Rhodia. Okay,
저분은
so
어디
people
아프신
failed.
건가요? 아까랑 다르게 기운이 없어 보여요.
Shit. Okay, guys. Come on. Everybody's struggling to clash here.
완벽한 한 발을 위해.
깨어라.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는
That's the game itself. When the sinner is fixed, they lend you every non-WAP ID at the appropriate level. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Shit. Okay, that was hard.
전투가 끝난 뒤
My
시계를
poor
보여주시지
Sinclair.
않으면 치료가 어렵겠어요.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Things can't wait. Ah, that's nice. Okay, dude. I wish that Foster wasn't the only problem here.
이것밖에 못하나.
Everybody's struggling to clash.
저기요, 움직임이 멈췄는데 괜찮으신가요?
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
단테님, 아무래도 의식을 잃으신 것 같아요.
Dude, Sinclair is dead. Yeah, Sinclair is dead.
범하지 않았을 것이라
Yeah, my boy can't clash for it, though if his life is depending on it.
전탄 격발.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 정말 강해지셨네요.
Again, these are my most leveled IDs. In technicality, I should have been, you know, damn, I should be getting a better result using them. Plot twist, I am not.
완벽한 한 발을 위해
To run burn over your other level team. Gia Q mentioned that I'm gonna eventually have to deal with some negative pointers, so that's why I focus mostly on leveling up my burn IDs. Now she corroded back. The problem is,
건 이런 감정이 있죠.
yeah,
마음 깊은 곳에서 타올라 불길처럼
pretty tough. And again, my
아직
problem
드러내는
is
건
not
서툴지만
even,
놓아버려선 안 되겠죠?
it's not even
언젠가
just,
후회할 때
false.
이것밖에
Everyone's failing their clashes. Otis clashes terribly. Sinclair clashes kinda unreliably.
야, 아이고.
It is what it is.
저기요. 움직임이 멈췄는데 괜찮으신가요?
Ian, you're gonna have to do this or you're gonna
아무래도
die.
의식을 잃으신 것 같아요.
정화.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
이것밖에 못.
Good. You should tell people from L Corp to kinda, you know,
돌아오면
get a better
칭찬을
Wi-Fi.
잔뜩 해주셔야겠는걸요?
Bring sinking into the dungeon. Yeah, the problem is that they're not level at all, so sinking's gonna start having a hard time with clashing as well. I didn't touch my sinking IDs. I only focus on leveling my burn ones.
이런 무력한 상황에서 저는 항상 눈을 돌리고 무상히 미소 지었어요.
부드럽게.
하지만 이젠 그러지 않아도 되는 거니 따뜻한
If I fail this, I can try my burning, my sinking IDs. And again, I don't expect. Oh, okay.
격발.
At least I'm not gonna have to worry about them again.
슬픔.
Okay, this is a kind of 3v3 where Otis is doing almost nothing.
그럼도 애석하던 지를 했던 감정.
Yeah, she's gonna die for the bleed probably.
이제 여러분의 죽음이 너무
이것밖에 못.
가슴 아프게 다가와요. 어라?
Didn't die to the bleed. Okay, that's kind of remarkable, but she cannot shoot. I cannot let her shoot this shot. Guess she's gonna just kill the rest of my team.
받아볼 텐가.
Right, she killed one of them. That's what I like.
이것밖에 못 하나.
He has fuel.
이것으로 끝이.
Oh,
괜찮아.
슬픔.
상처는
누군가의 죽음을 마주하며
what? No free SP from Liu Sang does to a burn team.
받아볼 텐가.
큰일이네요.
그렇게 서 있으면
이제 여러분의 죽음
목이 떨어질 수밖에.
You know, all that I need is Merceau and a dream.
이토록 어려운
받아볼
순간에도
텐가.
단테님은 늘 그 다음을 이야기하시고
Well, if I had Liu Sang, I think I would be using him
싫은 게 아니에요.
and not
오히려 그
in
따스한 말
false.
한마디가 저는 너무나 기쁘답니다.
What you see is what I have. If I'm like, there's no reason for me not to bring other burn IDs if I had them.
영맥이 없군. 겨우 이 정도의
But
작전.
just so we'll get cleared up on the questions. This is here. This is my burn IDs. This is not leveled up. That's why I'm not using her. This is my sinking IDs. But they're all level 50 because I didn't touch them. since I was told that it might not be good so much, I only focus on my burn IDs. They are mostly all level 55. These are Rupture that I never touched because I just got them and will take me forever to build them. But the two 15 SP per turn on N-False. You know, N-False is kind of doing the job of like recouping the SP. The problem is everybody's failing their clashes, so there's not much that she can do. Replace selling Lamenti Sang with base for support passive if you don't use him. Yeah, sure, I can do that.
관리인가 아니면 애도인가?
It also makes sense, yeah, most of the base IDs are better if I'm not really using their stuff. Okay, seems Hongler is kind of struggling. I'm gonna use my Hongler, which is fine. And I can try using Moth Sock. Moth Pulse. Might be better. Don't quote me on that one.
한계가 떨어질 때군요.
Just attempt. Pinch and False could work better since it's only 3 less res, but only for one sinner, more consistent. No, I'm gonna try Moth Pulsed. Gluck, gluck, gluck. Oh, wait. What? Still working on it?
아직도 안 끝났어?
예전
It
사유한
seems that we are continually underestimated by our foes. Sure, you have made the same mistake. You didn't seriously think that we would be defeated by such a pathetic force, did you? Oh, pipe down. You're giving me an early hangover. And don't compare us to that little troublemaker of the Shi family, will you?
조심하세요, 오티스.
Be careful, Otis. His combat capabilities are leagues beyond those of his companions.
혼자서 여유를
So
부리는
that's
이유가
why he's so sure of himself, I see.
소속과 이름을 밝혀라.
Identify your name and allegiance. Well, I have a lot of friends also with Liu's son. Really? You think I just tell you all that if you ask nicely? Working in this line of business? Ha ha. I have no name for allegiance to give you. Yeah, I'm just not using Isan, guys. But I can use it if you guys want me to use, or it's better for me to use Liu Sang. Though I have no name to give, I have a title that others took the liberty of giving me. You tend to pick up one or two of those after surviving for so long. He who emerges with the liquor bottle, only to fade into nightly shadow. The world has died to call him the night drifter of the drunken palm. Okay, I'll give Yisang a try, you know.
때로는 어설펐지만
I have no problem on giving him a try.
늘 제 마음을 설레게 만들었다.
What's up with you, sir?
그렇게 여기서 멈추고 싶지 않아요, 단테님.
What is big? Okay, I think I get the point. Let's see. Okay, it's not gonna work. You're the better. This is terrible. I'm not doing that. It is what it is kind of situation.
명령에 따르겠습니다.
Thanks, Greg. Okay, so far so good. Hello, Syntax just got back from college, so I'm gonna sleep for now. Just want to say hello. Hello, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, then I will start bringing some Liu-sang. Damn, everyone focusing on my boy Honglu, which makes sense. That's who they want to kill anyway.
저기요. 움직임이 멈췄는데 괜찮으신가요? 단테님.
Okay, this is
아무래도
terrible.
의식을 잃으신 것 같아요.
Let's see. Everybody's doing fine in this. My problem is Ultis. Ultis keeps trying to do things that she don't need to. Okay, they are all going for Honglu. Honglu's gonna just die at this point. Cannot do much about it.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
화력, 추진, 차!
각자의 위치가 있으니
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 내일 보아하는데도 아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
I don't have much option, JQ. It's not that I'm pressing win rate, so it just saves me time.
걷잡을 수 없이 타올라라.
Shit.
그만둘 생각이 없어 보이네요.
Okay, damn, that was ruthless.
악에 바친 고집 때문일까요? 아니면 차마 내려놓을 수
What
없는
can we do in this
자신만의 이유
situation?
때문일까요?
What's going on with you, Sinclair? Yeah, my situation here is not the best. And yeah, Otis never has enough SP to even shoot the shot. And this is gonna be a donezo, guys. Barely what I can do here. Yeah, this is a give up. Everybody's probably gonna fail their clashes anyway. I'm gonna try just to bring Liu Sang. The problem is one of my biggest problems right now is SP.
탓할 것도 없이 제 몫을
Yeah, they're
못했으니
clashing terribly.
부족함의 대가를
Let's give it a go.
치러야죠.
Yep, and he's gone. Yeah, I probably have one friend with Liu Sang. Thank you.
시험해 볼
Okay,
기회이구려.
시험해볼 기회구려.
Yeah, this is the best way that I can do it.
여기는 순록 선멸 지역 진입했어요.
Giving another good old go. You know, I knew Kanto 8 would be hard, so it's all fine. Yeah, so smart.
비록 함께 전장에 나서는 건 아니지만
Okay,
저희를 이끌어주는 건 단테님만 할 수 있는 일이에요.
we're gonna try to clash because everyone is just very slow. He always go all the way to. He's going all out on Honglu, so there's not much I can do on this situation. I'll ask Honglu to stop him with one of his things. Hello, Jimmy. The second hottest Merceau ID. Indeed. Wait, what's the first? Oh, this is one-sided. Shit. Why so speedy? Let's go.
받아볼 텐가.
휘말리기 싫으면 비켜!
Wow, it is a hard fight. Middle Merceau on top of me. Damn. I mean, you do you, Jimmy. Live your dreams.
괜찮아요, 단테님. 이런 것도 있는 법이죠. 저분은
I'm
내가
not.
하신 걸까요?
If you see we're struggling with SP, have you tried Gamba with false fluid sec in Superbia? It's gonna be hard for me to use it. With this team at least. Yeah, nothing that I can do ever with this guy, since he goes all out on Honglu. Well, there's nothing that Honglu can do anything about it. Like, the guy's using all his attacks always on Honglu. It's not like my Honglu can do anything. I cannot even redirect or anything. Like, there's no point. Because it's always so speedy. All I can do is try to use Pigretia to halve their speed. Fluid Sac Superbia when? I don't know. Guys, I cannot even, like, I barely have IDs. I'm not gonna be bringing false just to use one Fluid Sac. Yeah, I think this guy doesn't roll speed. He's always go full 5. So speed is always gonna be an issue. What I can try is doing one Pigretia and try to lessen the burden for one turn. Now I realize that clashing with him is gonna be tough, but I can try it now. Yeah, Sinclair cannot do much with this. This is better, okay. She cannot do that. Okay. No, that's why I am redoing, guys. The problem is that there's not a better choice on this situation. It's not like win rate is doing, like I am doing a better job than win rate on this situation. You guys talk a lot of shit about win rate, and look what I have to work with without it. It's still as bad as anything else. Yeah, really there's not much options here. Maybe this, and then I can try to use Merceau for this, yeah. She's always gonna be struggling with this. Okay, this is the best thing that I think I can come up with. Let's go.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
This one I saw it coming. Better than just shooting my own team. Yep. Yeah, they cannot get a roll for their lives. Nope, I didn't roll high.
이건 치명상이네요.
Yeah, he's basically dead.
전투가 끝난 뒤 시계를 돌려주시지 않으면 치료가 어렵겠어요.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. Okay, Honglu, can you do something? It's basically a done deal for Honglu on this. We're gonna defend and hope for the best. Okay, what about you? Rhodia can never do anything. Gonna take care of him. He's gonna just shoot me, so there's no point in doing this. He's all hopeless. Yeah, shooting me is the best way to go. I'm gonna give up on trying to make it work and go to the RNG gods. Honglu's gonna die here. Yeah, I'm gonna just let Honglu die. There's no point in trying to save him. I cannot.
받아볼 텐가.
화력, 추진,
Nice. Good job.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요.
And okay, do
매일
not shoot me.
보아하면서도 지금은
Thank you, thank you.
감회가 새로워요.
끝내. 전수하리.
Nice.
아,
Almost stagger. Damn.
여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
And then he goes. No, Greg. And there he goes. Where? Where it comes from? Beautiful.
저기요. 움직임이 멈췄는데 괜찮으신가요?
Okay, the situation is not as bad as it was last time.
아무래도 의식을 잃으신 것 같아요.
The speed is still a problem, though. He's gonna go all. The problem is this one that's attacking Rhodia. I'm gonna try to see if I can intercept him. Okay. Brag. We're gonna do that. This is gonna kill Rhodia. We're gonna attack it. All in a pose. You're gonna kill this guy.
명령에 따르겠습니다.
Okay, this should stagger this guy.
전탄 격발.
Good morning there, free shoots.
어라? 저쪽에
What?
비틀거리시는 분이 보이네요.
Okay.
이만 편히 눕혀드릴까요?
Ten speed. Let's see, what is this? And it's gonna go to Rhodia. And it's not like she can do anything about it. Yeah, whatever.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Nothing they can do about it.
깔리는 게 내가 될 줄은.
Carry speed. Yeah, I see that this Kanto is gonna be all about me getting outsped by everything and everyone. Yeah, there is, apparently.
일발장전.
Let's see where we go.
누군가의 죽음을
Okay.
마주하며 제가 느껴야 했던 그럼에도 애써 못 오내지를
Okay, this is not too terrible. I can try to use her here,
이제
to be
여러분의
honest.
죽음이 너무도 가슴 아프게
This is gonna be a free one on them, but you know what? Since you're in a pose, kill this guy.
완벽한 한 발을 위해
Can you shoot a bullet? Maybe the seventh one?
전탄 격발.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
Damn, he couldn't kill the guy. Shit. I won? Oh, nice. Look at this. I'll take that win.
이제 네 놈만 남았다.
You're next. And the last one? How strangely confident you are for someone who has failed to protect her master. He doesn't know that the sinners can come back from death. Well, now that I've claimed young master's bow's life, I should be free to clock out. There's no coming back from a crushed brain. Real shame. Had he studied under my tutelage, he could almost match me in skill. And the intruder disappeared from the room without another word. And after a brief break, I revived the dead sinners.
대체 어떤
You know,
가문에서
I wonder what the outcome would be if I wouldn't let him kill Honglu. Even though it seems like a very tough thing to do, you know? Not let this guy kill Honglu. He has too much speed and he only focuses on Honglu. So I think I would need to like prepare myself very well to do it. Yes, who could have possibly sent him? Could be the GQ bloke from earlier. You saw the way he was glaring at the rich boy. He wasn't the one glaring daggers at Honglu, you know. Oi,
괜찮냐?
you alright?
혹시 정신이
If
획가닥한
your
거면
brain's feeling
부터 다시
funny,
시계
ask me
돌려달라
to
해.
turn the clock again. The Liu Sang SP healing carry hard. I agree.
아니요.
Yeah, it's
조금
just that this feels
생소해서요.
new to me.
원래는 여기서 습격이
Whenever I was
있을
attacked
때마다
in here, this
이
building
건물이
felt so
한없이 넓기만 하다고
infinitely vast.
생각했었거든요. 그런데
But
여러분들이랑
now that I'm
있으니까
here with all of you,
이렇게 또
it feels so
북적거리는
crowded and
공간도 없네요.
alive.
그게
And
무슨
that's
일이야?
funny how.
뭐
Well, I imagine he's
우리가
saying that
있으니까
he's happy we've got his back,
든든하다는 말
to
아니겠어?
paraphrase. No, I did not, in fact, send him after Honglu. Never had a ounce of doubt in my mind. I knew you would never do that. You were way below that. You're way above that. And you could have done it by yourself. And nobody would even know. I'm about to be promoted captain within 14 days working architect depth. No, congratulations. Woo, great nugget.
나를 들뜨게 만드는 일은
You know,
많지
the
않지만
MVP.
이번엔
And then,
그
for sure,
귀중한 경우에 쓸
these guys
것마저
carried. These guys carried.
잘 놀다 간다. 회수하지 않은 탄피
Cheating.
팁이다.
So the maidservant.
도련님,
Young master,
떠나기
I have
전
brewed
묘한
some
차를 타려는데
newer tea.
드시겠습니까?
Will you imbibe some before departing? Imbibe. I love that. No way, Honglu. Remember how the envelope we received yesterday was turned open? Refuse it.
아무도 믿어서는 안 된다고요.
저는 괜찮아요.
I'm okay.
네,
I'd
아주.
love some tea, Jiden. Thank you.
네, 도련님.
Yes, young master. Honglu sips Jiden's tea.
그러다가 혹시나 차
Hey,
안에 무슨
that tea
독이라도
could be
있으면
poisoned. I know we have Dante
계신다
here,
해도
but you're
너무
being too
무모하잖아요.
reckless.
단테님이 계셔서
I wasn't being
아무 생각
reckless
없이
on
마시는
account
것은
of
아니랍니다.
having Dante around. If I was,
그랬다면
and
단테님이
if it
본인이
really
아픈
had
일이
been
될
poisoned,
테니까요.
I would be easily hurting Dante in the process.
그저
I just,
스빈이 이렇게
even if she's
무뚝뚝하게
become a
되었어도
lot less friendly,
스빈은 스빈인
Supin is still
체니까
Supin. I think
문제 없을
Supin,
거라고
that's her name.
생각했어요.
So I thought it would be okay. That's when I realized that Supin's odd change of character was reminiscent of those we'd seen earlier in the backstreets of District 8. Supin went through a lot of revivals, didn't she?
맞아요.
Yeah,
제 가장
she's my
가까운
closest
시종이라
maidservant,
값비싼
so
생명보험을
she was
들었었거든요.
on the most expensive version of life insurance. So when you say Supin still Supin's, you mean that her memories are intact.
네.
Yep. Life insurance
생명보험은
doesn't actually decay your
기억
memory,
자체를 건드리지는 않으니까요. 하지만
but
점점
still, you slowly
풍화되어 간다고
erode
해요.
away, like a stone wearing
그리하여
merciless
기억은 거센 바람과 비에
gusts of
깎여나가는
rainstorms.
바위처럼
The memory shrinks and
서서히
shrinks,
작아지고
slowly losing its definition,
흐려지고
until the form itself is lost.
마침내 형태조차 남지 않게 되죠. 아, 한때
It
그러한
only
모양의
leaves
바위가
the faint
있었구나.
sensation that
나는
the stone
느낌만
was
들
once there
뿐이에요.
until it was no more.
하지만 전
But I
그
hope that the faint
느낌만이라도
sensation remains a
스핀에게
warm
따뜻한 기억으로
remembrance on
남았으면
Sphinx
좋겠어요.
at least. Sphinx quietly cleared away the tea set. We could not tell if she heard Hong Lu, or if she cared at all, if she did. Regardless, we left her to her job and made our way to the palanquin that was waiting to take us to Round 2 venue.
사활을 건 전쟁을 앞두고 있을 때
When marching out to meet your foes in a deadly war, normally most sinners would have laughed Otis off for being overdramatic, but today they're all listening intently to her every word. We've already had several close run-ins with the candidates and their factions, and even more formidable Heisho pack. Those experiences were more than enough to convince us that this was the time to take her seriously.
주적의 정보에 대해
We must first
알아내는
learn as
것이다.
much as possible about our primary foe,
우리에게 제일 위협이 될 만한 적,
the one that poses us the greatest threat, if you will,
가치요.
and that is Kaiju.
그자에 대해 아는
So
대로
let's
정보를
list
말해보도록.
everything we've learned about this individual so far.
잘린 사람의 목을
Well,
들고
we know that
아무렇지
he has
않게
no
경고한다거나
problem with bloodying his own hands. Bloodying, sorry. Remember how he grabbed those decapitated heads?
저희와 시춘 씨
And we
쪽이
know that
가족
he
예전에
tried
아예
to
참가하지도
ensure
못하게
that both our
실수로
team and
쓰려
Chichen's
했다고요.
wouldn't participate in the family hierarch war.
자로라는
We're
강한
also
액수,
aware that he is
자공들은
flanked by
장애까지
Zilu,
두고 있는
a
것도
mighty
알고
Heisho,
있어.
and Zigon, a strategist.
더군다나 어제 보낸
And
자료도
it seems like
그
he
사람이
was the
보낸 것
one
같지
who
않아?
sent the assassins from last night too, right?
네.
Yeah, we know that
여러모로
he's definitely
서로
wary of
견제를
us,
해야 할
so we
일은
should also
확실한 것
stay on
같네요.
guard.
아시다시피 이곳
As we all
대관원은
know by now,
오래전부터 존재해왔던
Jiangguan is led by four ancient and great houses:
왕씨의 네
Jie,
가문들이 이끄는
Shi,
곳이랍니다.
the Shui, and the Yuan.
제가 태어나기
Ever
전부터
since the time
이곳에는
before my own birth,
수많은
this place
비명
was a
행사가
den of political
지금은
intrigue, a
가시가가
jungle where a
4대
single
가문 중
misstep could
제일
spell your
큰
death.
영향력을 차지하고
Today,
있죠.
the Jie family holds the most power and influence amongst the four. Yay! We are on top. Prepare for a long ride, I imagine.
그 덕에 저는
Which
조금
means
더
that
부유하고
I
편안하게
was at the top of
모두가
the world,
부러워하고
afforded a
우러러보는
life of
삶을 살 수
luxuries and
있었던
leisure,
거고요.
the kind of envious life that everyone looks up to and aspire to attain. Not that he looks very, happy about this,
그리고 치우 형님은
but Big Brother Chu, he
그 바닥 아래에 있었어요.
was beneath even the rock bottom of on the same world.
바닥?
Rock bottom, a
뭔가의
metaphor for
비유요?
aught, perhaps?
비유가 아니라면
If it isn't, then I
바닥 아래에
presume he's
있었다는
implying that
것은
someone
누가
pushed
떠밀었다는 소리처럼 들리는
Shukyu to the depths.
네,
Yes,
많은 손들이 벼랑
many
끝으로
hands
밀어냈으니까요.
pushed him towards the
그러다가
cliff
결국엔
until there was no
발디딜
more room
공간
for
하나
him to
없어지게
back up
형님에게
to,
남은 건
until his only
낙하뿐이었죠.
remaining choice was to plummet.
치우 형님은
Brother Shu is
멸문한
the last
공시간에
surviving descendant of the annihilated Kong family. Huh? He is, yeah, his surname was Xia, was it not?
어머니 쪽이
His
공가에
mother was from the
분이셨거든요.
Kong family. Ah, how
아마도 그 사람을
my
밀어낸
hand was
손
probably
중에는
one of the many that pushed him off the
저도
cliff.
있었을 거예요.
I don't think you're the kind of person to do something like that, Honglu.
애써
No need to make
덮어주시지 않아도
excuses for me.
괜찮아요.
Okay, let me take a print screen of this. Pretty cool.
할머니와
Envy
어르신들의
and jealousy
어여쁨이
came
있었기에
about from my grandmother
형제자매들의
and the
시기
elders'
질투가 따라온
favoritism.
것이고, 까마득히 높은
And
건물이 있었기에
where there is the
그
zenith,
바닥 또한
so
생기는
exists
것이
a nadir.
당연하사. 숨어들어도 벗어날
Hiding
수는
won't let me
없으니
get away from it,
받아들일
so I'm going to
생각이
accept
없다.
it. Honglu remained placid throughout the entire review, as though he was making some innocent commentary about the weather and the clouds going by. In fact, watch out for the ones working with the thumb too. It was Ryoshi who appeared more agitated than he was.
언제?
The thumb?
아,
Oh, that
그때
walking
그
brick
떡이요?
shithouse from earlier?
네,
Hey Lang, you're really worried, Ryoshi.
원래라면
Don't you usually just...
강하니까.
It's because he's powerful. Silence descended into the palanquin.
류슈가 누구 보고
Has
스스로
Ryoshi ever
강하다고
called
한 거
anyone straight up
들어본
powerful
사람?
before? No one replied. I mean, I think she never said that, Vergilius was powerful. So I think she considered other people powerful. But since Ryoshi only cares about people from the fingers, then yeah, this is the first time that we ever heard her call someone powerful. Lin Daye.
2차 심사장소 입구에 당도하였습니다.
We have arrived at the venue for the second round of the evaluation. Found ourselves in some kind of deep subterranean area with multiple lifts installed inside it. Some contestants were already rising on those lifts, but most of them had elected to remain down here to quietly and furtively discuss their strategies. As for us, we were slowly getting used to our presence drawing the attention of every single person in the room the moment we entered.
참가자분들은
Contestants
각자
must now
소원들을
each
타며
board
위로
their
올라와
lifts
주시면
and ascend.
됩니다.
그럼
Well then,
저희도
should we get going too?
눈에 띄는
I
것
feel
같은
like we're
느낌이
drawing
얼른-
way too much attention. So let's... But we were spotted by a voice calling us.
오라버니,
Big brother Bo. She's pretty. Or they're pretty. I cannot really attest gender. But I'm gonna say they. Ah,
대역.
Dea.
그간 안녕하셨나요?
Have you been well? I'd seen a child who looked just like her a few times in Honglu's memory. It's her. Okay, awesome. I remember her beaming at Honglu as she made a mount of paddles with one hand. But now, she looked at him without a discernible emotion, a spear in the very same hand.
대역.
Deo,
네가 가주대전에
I
참여하게
didn't
될 줄은
think he would
몰랐네.
participate in the family hierarch war.
잊으셨나요,
Have you
오라버니?
forgotten that my family cannot
예나
exist
지금이나
unless we are in service
저희
of a
집안은
greater
누군가의
houses?
밑에 있어야만 건사할 처지였어요. 지금은
I am but a blade
설씨
serving a
세가에서
clan
칼을
from
쥐고
the
있을
Jue
뿐입니다.
family.
그렇구나.
I see.
보천 누나 내에서
For Big Sis Butchai's family.
네.
Yes. I will be
그러니
fighting in the
앞으로도
service of
남은 날
others
동안은
to the last of my
다른
days.
사람을 위해 싸우다 죽게
Damn.
되겠죠.
Anyways, I gotta clock out. Bye bye. Bye bye, L Corp Nugget.
대역.
Dale. Honglu took a step toward her, but she raised her hand and pushed him away. It was not a threat, but her gesture carried such implicit resoluteness that it brought Honglu to a stop.
대요.
Dale,
나는 곧
I will be
대감원을
departing
떠날 거야.
Dangwon soon. The
어르신들께서
elders have
세상에
commanded
나가
me to live
좀
here
더
and
많은 걸
experience more of
경험하고
the
오라
world.
하셨거든.
떠난다고요?
Are you leaving, Dangwon?
대관원을? 결국
So you leave me now.
제게는
Is he
그날의
refusing
어떤
to
답도
illuminate me
해주시지
the
않으시죠?
truth about that day?
이렇게 떠나시는군요. 왜
Why?
계속 그렇게
Why would you
웃고만
stop
계시는
smiling
건가요?
like that?
부디
Then, I hope you never come back here
돌아오지
again.
않기를 바라겠습니다.
한때는
We share
정겹게
an intimate
지내는
bond once,
인연이었지만
yet always for naught.
모든 건 공연한 일.
I have arrived! Me, the great Gubo, as the best marksman in all of the city, I bless you with my present. Best marksman? Ha! Fraud has appeared. Don't make me laugh, little human. Damn. Well, you take care of that situation, Gubo. You brought that onto
지금은
yourself.
하늘에도 땅에도 얽매이며
Now I'm unbound by the heavens, unbound by the dirt.
이 마음엔
Still lies
기쁨도
this heart of
슬픔도
mine now, with
남아있지
emptiness
않아요.
breath.
꽃이 필 때는
A blossom may be
그것이
lovely
사랑스럽지만
now, but its
시들어지게 되면
wilting sharpens the blade of woe, the blade of hurt.
차라리
Our meeting never should have come to pass. You always say things are so difficult and saddening to hear.
슬픈 말을 하는구나.
제 장례는
My own
일찌감치
funeral was held
치렀고
long ago, and now,
뒤늦게 오라버니께
having met
인사를
you for the
드렸으니
final time,
부디
when we meet our ends
이곳에서
here,
형체도 남지
may we
않게 되는
each
한
become a
줄기
lone
잎이
thread
되어
of farmless smoke, to be
바람에 흩날리게
scattered to the
되길 바랄게요.
winds. Very, very dramatic. With that, Deo walked away from us.
아,
Ah,
여러분들께는
looks like I forgot to
소개를
introduce her
잊지
to everyone.
못드렸네요. 어렸을 때
She's
잠시나마
someone with
인연을
whom I had a
맺었던
brief
사이랍니다.
connection in my childhood.
지금은
Though,
보다시피
I guess our
좋지 않은
reunion was
상황에서
made under
제외하게
pretty
되었지만요.
unfavorable circumstances.
누군가의 호의로
That she
이곳에
has
왔다 하면
come here in service of another candidate means that we'll be enemies next time we meet. Isang trailed off without vocalizing that sentiment. Inside,
인연이란 건
connections are
이쪽
such fickle
제멋대로
things
달라지는
after all.
것이니까요.
Honglu muttered with a faint hint of loneliness as we entered a grand lift enclosed by 4 pillars. The lift rises okay, that's a hard one. Ploddingly? When I looked down, I could see the other candidates still waiting for the lifts, looking up at us. The candidates whose fate may or may not intermingle with our own in this battle. Jabba! You will never leave this place alive! No matter what it takes, we will cut off your head! No matter what it takes! Someone screams bitterly from beneath us, but the lift does not stop.
홍루군,
Young Honglu,
우리가 앞으로 만나게
are
될
we
자들은
to be battle villains henceforth in this quest?
저들에게는
But to them,
저희가
we are
악인인
the
것이겠죠?
villains.
그렇다면
They're
저희에게도 적응이
then
힘드실까요?
are they to be evil in our eyes?
의미 없는 분별이네요.
It's a distinction without a difference.
분명한 건
Well, whichever is the
앞으로 만날
case,
자들
I am
중에서는
pretty sure that
적과 아군을
trying to
구분하는
draw a
것만큼
clear line between
의미 없는
enemies and
짓은 없을
allies
거예요.
won't mean much. It seems that we finally arrive at our destination as the lift slowed down. Okay, let's look what Chet's doing for a second. The worst marksman. Your skill at marksmanship are passable at best. You want to compete with your little blue toy? Damn. My rifle is the most accurate of all. You know, accuracy as not missing, it's better than just accuracy overall. Seriously, you have the audacity to say that in the presence of me, the free shooter. The magic bullet that never misses. The rifle is but a little toy. My rifle is an object of beauty. Need I remind you who gave you that rifle? Mommy, I mean, Miss Herman gave it to me. And precisely who did she get it from? From the toy factory, L Corp. Haven't think about the name yet. Okay, hello, haven't think about the name yet. You know, I hope you can come up to a good one. From the good abnormality with a gun, not the lame one. My brother, the lesser demon. Damn. He called them lesser. We were greeted by a sight that, at first glance, appeared as though we belonged outside, but we were still clearly within the confines of Hungry Run, blah blah blah. Underneath the blue sky were two metal gates leading to a massive, looming structure. Red lights flickered ominously around the building.
이 넓은
Looks
공간을
like they
건너
decorated this
바깥처럼
huge
꾸미려면
space to look
도대체
like the outside. I can't even fathom how much money they must have poured in this project. Family Hierarchy Evaluations Round 2. A disembodied voice echoed from the speakers with a buzz.
시작.
Begins now. By the way, just this place alone is so cool looking. Like we can see the box closing in on the top, but they painted and lighted everything that would make it resemble the open sky. Pretty nice. The door to the lift that carried us here closed shut.
아,
Ah,
이곳이
I finally
어디인지
recognize where we are.
이제 알겠네요.
와본 적
You've been here
있는
before?
곳이?
여기는
This place is
옛날에 공씨
the
가문이
site of the
운영하던
former H Corp that was
H사의
once
터랍니다.
headed by the Kong family.
아직 그때의 상처가 채 아물지 않은 곳일 텐데
This place still bleeds from
이제
the
새로운
wounds
피가
made
또
then.
덮어지려나요?
I wonder if we'll be spilling blood over them today. We are surrounded by the loud and crowded bustle of teeming audience. Is Honglu smiling still, as he always has, since our first meeting? I turn around to face him. Damn, okay, let me take a print screen of this. I like the disembodied parts around him. Only to see a much younger Honglu. The deep sorrow in the child's eyes was about to overflow, as if he were ready to burst into tears. Damn. Okay, this is a pretty epic, you know, like, shot. Second round of the family hierarchy evaluation. Oh, this is a dungeon. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Guys, we're gonna do this once. Well, I think we're only gonna do this once. I just use everything to turn into modules. But okay, let's go. I'm gonna need this again. So I'm gonna use burn. This is gonna be necessary since I just realized this is pretty good. The rest is gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm gonna just edit them to be their level 50 versions because I might need to use them. Let's go.
입장을 알리는 음악 소리가 들리는군.
뜰 앞에서 서러워하는 꽃 장례 지내는 사람이요.
Oh, the garden sorrow bearer, lamenter at the flower funeral.
꽃갈기 홀로 들고
Flower rake in hand,
눈물을
teardrops
짓더니
in eyes.
빈 가지 뿌려진
You carve
눈물은
blood-stained tears upon branches
빗자국이
of laurel.
어젯밤 뜰
I
밖에서
heard
슬픈
yesternight
노래가
from the gardens
들렸는데
of song and grief,
그것은 꽃넉과
an elegy for a
가는 새
flower
넋의
and a
울음이었지.
bird departing.
가는 봄이 안타까워도
Availed not
할 수
to
있는
hold
것은
the
없으니
departing spring.
그 수많은 울음소리가
Surrendered I become, heeding the
그저
endless
듣기만
woes
수밖에.
sans relief. Shit.
이제 알겠느냐?
Do you
너는
understand now,
할수 있는
child?
게
There is
무엇도
nothing
없단다.
you can do. Shit, okay, let me take a print screen of this.
그러니
Thus, in the silent, windless sands, issued only the desolate ruins of a building, swept through and thoroughly destroyed by a brutal, unstoppable force that was determined to leave nothing in its wake. Remember the day ruin to the Kong city, Kong family, who have brought this destruction upon themselves through their grave transgressions. To violate the laws of Han Yuan, whatever it is no tragedy. As such, it warrants no pity, only humiliation and scorn. The side of history stands as a monument to inevitability of karma.
그렇다면
So this is the annihilated Kong family's building? Ishmael asked Kong Lu, having read the plaque on the building. Oh, thank you so much for joining us, GQ. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. I hope we see each other again. The sieges for this canto is so pretty. So far, I'm very impressed.
네, 지금은
Yes, it is.
사용하지 않는
And it's
공간이죠.
no longer in use.
그렇다면
So everyone
이
inside this
안에
building
계셨던
must have been...
사람들은 전부 도대체 어떤
What
죄를
kind of
지었길래
transgressions could they possibly have committed to deserve to be destroyed like this? If there was something to lay waste to a building of such magnitude, with such totality, it cannot have been a mere strife between syndicates or fixers. Something must have happened here, nothing less of a war, to leave these ruins behind.
맞아요.
You're
아무리
right,
도시라고
it was
하더라도
unusual, even
흔히
for the
볼 수
city.
있는 풍경은 아닐 거예요. 머리가
That's because the head
이곳에
was here.
왔었거든요.
Hung Lu replies like he was the most obvious answer to a complicated answer. Sorry, to a complicated question.
머리
The head? So the Kong family broke a taboo,
그 다음엔
and the sweepers came to clean up everything that was left behind, to erase any sign of whatever it was that violated the taboo. The head must really be a terrifying entity. If the mere mention of it could cause the sinners to shrink so much, as we were ambling aimlessly with this revelation. Welcome, welcome to round 2 of the evaluation, brave contestants. A disembodied but sonorous and excited voice broke the silence through the speakers. As there were numerous complaints regarding the possible partiality issues with our previous host, please understand that I'll be taking over as the host with the start of the second round. Looks like this Jia's Zheng got kicked off from the host seat. Wait, hold a minute. Up there. Are they? Don't tell me we've got a live audience. What initially appeared to be a dilapidated rooftop was revealed to be where the spectator seats were installed. They were filled to the brim to the point where I couldn't spot a single empty seat. It would be reasonable to assume that they are indeed spectators, considering the way the seats are arranged. There were some unfortunate troubles in the first round, yes, but hey, This is our once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch the family hierarchy evaluation live and in person. It is worth it or not, or what?
보기 드문 행사인 만큼 보는 눈도 많으면 좋은 법이죠.
We wanted to give as many people as possible the opportunity to witness this history in the making.
자, 본격적인
Alrighty then,
시작에 앞서
before we
후보자들이
really
시술을
get the
계속-
game rolling. Oh shit, I misclicked. But really get the game rolling, please give the contestants a round of applause and cheer. Let them meet the challenge as their best selves. Yeah! Holy mackerel. What a shit show. They are sitting on their arses, popping popcorn in their mouths while we're stuck between bricks down here.
아마 내기판도 열렸을
I'm sure they've been
거예요.
placing bets all night.
저희에게 거신
Though
분은
I doubt many of
거의
them better than
없겠지만요.
us.
전부
They
후회하게
regret
해주지.
this.
이곳
By the way, we're still
실내인
indoors,
곳은
right?
뭐죠?
Didn't we
분명
descend
지하로
deep
내려왔는데
into a basement?
하늘도
Even if we
갑자기
did
밖으로
ride a
나온 것
lift
같은
upward,
느낌인데요.
how come there's a blue sky above us? Honglu explained that we're still within the subterranean area of Hangulwan, but that most of the sinners were having a hard time believing that with the pale blue sky above them.
홍원에서는
Though this is a
부유한
practically
자들
limited,
한정으로 취향에 맞게
sorry.
인공적으로
Though this is a
꾸미기도
practice
합니다.
limited to the affluent
이미
class of the
100원
Hangulwan,
그 주인된
many have
자의
taken
취향대로 방을
to
꾸미는
installing artificial
양심적이죠.
environments within their rooms. In fact, there are several buildings within Dangbunbun decorated in much similar manner.
네.
Yes,
어르신들을
the
만나러
road
가는
take us
길도
to the visit
이런
elders is
느낌으로
similar
꾸며져 있어요.
decorated, always so sunny and
가는
green.
길은 언제나 화창하고 푸르죠. 바깥보다도
And it feels more
오히려
like the outside than the
바깥
actual
같달까요?
outside.
그런데 저건
So what's
뭐야?
that? I realized that Rhodey was looking at a parasol. It was installed at such random place that I doubt it was actually there for anyone to sit under.
아,
Ah,
저건
That's a
파라솔이네요.
parasol.
파라솔인
I
건 나도 알지.
know that's what a parasol
왜
is,
저기에
alright?
고무 파라솔이
I'm asking
남겨져
what
있냐는
that old thing is
건데.
doing here all on its own. Honglu tilted his head, thinking.
발톱을 이끌고
A
온
real
어떤
big shot who
목수분이
brought the claws
저기에
watched
앉아서
the whole
모든 걸
thing from
지켜보고
that seat.
있었거든요. 그러니 4대 가문이
The four houses
저
left the
파라솔을
parasol
굽혀
there
치우지 않은
because
이유는 길이길이 기억하라는
they wanted it
의미겠죠.
to be the lasting reminder,
모든
a
가문에게
warning for the
보여주기 위한
remaining houses too.
경고이기도 하고요. 기억이요?
Reminder? Reminder for
어떤
what?
것을요? 허락되지 않은
That we
것을
mustn't seek what's
함부로
not
넘보지
permitted to
말라는
us.
것. 분수에 맞게
That we should
살다
know our place,
분수에 맞게
live the life we
떠나는
deserve, and part from this world the way we deserve.
이라고
That the elders.
어르신들이 말씀해 주셨답니다. 이제 들어갈까요?
Shall we enter now? Well, we all gaped about like fish out of water in this unfamiliar environment. Hung Lu casually walked ahead of us into the building like he was out on a mundane stroll. I know he said that you heard it all from the family elders, but you saw everything that happened here, didn't you? All of it. Hung Lu paused, then turned around.
네,
Yes,
아마도 그렇답니다.
I probably did. I'm starting to have less and less idea as to what his smile really means. This is such a cool shot of Honglu. Honglu level rises to 55. Honglu's uptie and thread spin tiers rise to tier 4. Okay, so we're buffing Honglu to the brim.
따라서 2차 심사의 최종 순위대로
Which means
가주 심사가 마무리될 예정입니다.
the result of the second round of the family hierarchy evaluation will be the final results of the event. In other words, the contestant who comes first place in this round
영예롭고
will become our next honored and venerable hierarch. Wait, is this dungeon the ending of the canto? Probably not, right? This is basically nothing. As I speak, I have just been informed that the candidates have all arrived safely to their starting positions.
그럼 2차 심사를 본격적으로 시작해도 되겠습니까?
Now, Are you ready to get round 2 rolling? Don Quixote was the only one who gave an enthusiastic reply. Yes, exactly. Wait, what is yes exactly? Like, wait, is this the ending of the canto? Like, after I'm done with this dungeon, it's like it ends? Now, what must be done? Whack the first bastard we see. What else? This is supposed to be a simple battle after battle, isn't it?
이런 제 말이 끝나기도 전에 벌써
Looks like we have some hot-headed contestants here. Raring to see even to go even before my introductions are complete. What? Oh, I'm asking. Is this? No, I was. Oh, sorry. I thought you're responding to what I just said. This time the dungeon is at the middle of the canto. Oh, okay, thank you. But don't you think it would be helpful for you to hear the full set of rules and regulations before getting into the game? You heard her. Dear candidate, please inspect the area near your entrance points to locate a bundle of coins with a rope threaded through them. Ooh, this must be what the voice speaketh of. Pray, what might be the purpose of these round curiosities? Money? Hey, there's a familiar jingle jangle. Maybe it's some sort of local currency? Guys, the host just told us to let her finish, didn't she? And now, those coins have just become more important things in the world. Wanna know why, friends? That's because from this very moment, these coins represent how much life each of the candidates have left. Life tokens, if you will. Not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite dungeons. Kanto 7 dungeon was so ass. The problem is the Kanto 7 dungeon promised so much. And most of it was just Tensum talking. Thou must make haste and take these tokens of life, Honglu. Thy life depends on thee. Blood drained from Don Quixote's face as she hastily tried to return the bundle of coins to Honglu, but he could have casually snatched it out of her hands. Let me see that, lass. Look like coins, but aren't actual cash. So how are these life tokens gained? By now, you must be wondering something like, so how are these life tokens gained? How are these life tokens again? And you would be absolutely right to ask that question. Allow me to now explain the rules of the second round of the family hierarchy evaluations. Each candidate must keep their coins secure by the rope threaded through them and attach them the bundle to their waists. Hiding them, swallowing them, hanging them, only some of them only on your waist and keeping the rest in your pocket. Basically, any behavior that does not allow them to be in full display at all times is cause for disqualification. Disqualification. Oi, take this rope now! Quit faffing about and tie around your waist! Weren't you the one who snatched it away? Each of you has been given 3 coins at the start of the game. If you lose all of your coins, you will be immediately eliminated. As much as I like Kanto 7, the Kanto 8 dungeon is something else. What I hear about Kanto 7 dungeon is that it's totally linear. The illusion of choice. Oh, okay. Makes sense. And I agree. Well, a lot of the dungeons are kind of linear. Yeah, Gizmo. Thomas, the this fruit's not upon the bundle of coins. Never let this not to be undone. Yep, we're working on it already. I don't think there's any need to hurry. In the second round, you will have a total of 2 hours to collect as many coins as you can. Might want to get on with it because the candidates' ranking will be decided by the number of coins they each have. Okay, this is pretty easy. We just have to be the second with the most coins, right? No, so that's how I'm supposed to hang it. Oh, be careful with that.
어지간해서
Relax.
떨어질 거니까 걱정
Short of a
마요.
sword cutting through,
깊은
it's
풀질만
staying
아니면
put.
끊기도 어려우니까.
I've seen to that. 3 coins now hung from Honglu's waist, threaded by a rope. And with that,
그럼 2차
let the second round of the hierarchy evaluation commence. The second round begins, and the 2-hour time limit begins to count down. Exciting. Yeah, make me believe that I'm making some choice and not simply going with a fixed array of nodes. Fair enough. Honglu deals 0.5% damage for every coin. Okay, that's kind of OP. Temporary alliance. That's the only problem. Like, I wish I would have like a better Honglu ID for this one.
이제부터 마주칠
Which I have
후보자들에게
the ID, I
동전을
just don't
뺏기지
have it
않는 것도
leveled up.
중요하지만
Sorry. Is one thing to keep our coins safe as possible from any candidates we might come across, but
그 말을 역으로
it also
하자면
means that
우리가
our
동전을
only
뺏어야만
means of
한다는
gaining more
걸로도
coins is by
받아들여지네요.
taking them from other candidates.
그래.
Good point.
다른
Unless
규칙이
we're
고지되지 않는 한
informed of a new rule
최대한
mid-game,
많은
we must
후보자에게
also
동전을 강타하는
prioritize
것이
taking as many
중요하겠군.
coins as we can from the other candidates.
네,
Yeah, the
동전의
host
많이
said
보유한
that our
순서대로
ranks are
순위를
decided by
결정짓는
how
법이
many coins we
있으니까요.
have.
1차 가주
The
심사의
subject
주제는
of the first round of the
오래전부터
hierarchy
공공연하게
evaluation has been
알려져
an open
있었습니다.
secret for a long time.
불로불사의 단서를
To find a
찾아내는
clue
것.
towards freedom from aging and death.
하지만
However,
이번
the
2차
only
심사는
information that has been
무력전에
made
진행되리란
public
것
regarding the second round of
어떠한
the
정보도
evaluations
알려진
is
바
that it will
없었죠.
be a martial contest.
숨겨진
Indeed,
규칙이나
there may be a
사회자가
secret
고지하지
rule
않은
or
규칙이
rules
있다고 해도
that the host
모두가
has
공평하게 이를
intentionally
모르는 채
neglected to
참가 있을
reveal us.
가능성이 높습니다.
However, it is high likelihood that in terms of informational advantage, all participants in this game are equally under-equipped.
따라서
This leads to
평소와
the
같은
prediction that,
즉흥적이고
should we engage in our
무분별한
usual
난장을
form
이어간다면
of confused brawls,
증가는
we should at
할
least
수
place
있을
somewhere
것으로
in the middle
예측할
of
수
the pack.
있겠군요.
어머,
Ah,
왜
don't be
그렇게
such a
말해,
downer, foe.
우리는
We
목표를
gotta make it to the
달성하려면
top
적어도
2 at
2등에
least
들어야
to get what we
하는데.
came here for.
그래도
Well, at least we're not under attack
아무
yet.
수첩도 없는 것 같네요.
Sinclair gingerly scouts the surrounding area, anxious that another candidate might suddenly jump out of nowhere and snatch all of Unglu's coins away.
아직도 적의
No
활동은
enemy
전혀
movements
포착되지
detected
않는군.
yet.
아직도.
Otis muttered something similar as she marched forward, on high alert and standing protectively next to Honglu's bundle of coins. By the way, okay, let me just stop for a second, because I've been like glancing as I was reading it. The backgrounds for this canto, like this whole area, this whole place, H Corp as a whole, being just this massive construction, it's so cool looking. This is probably, arguably, maybe the coolest looking place I've seen on Limbus Company so far. Like, it looks so dystopic and weird, but cool and technological, and also esoteric in a way. It kind of like touches everything, you know? The martial part means I can punch the other candidates. I feel it, yes. And that's exactly what Otis will do with the back of the gun. Oh god, I saw the thumbnail for the vid that their phrase sent and I burst laughter immediately. You see why it's one of my favorites. Yeah, it looks very cool looking. Aesthetically speaking, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it by the ending. So far, I feel like I enjoyed the lore and all the exposition, but I don't feel like I will have any like emotional attachment toward this so far. Which is fine. Again, I don't like, as I say, Last Canto's ending was by far my favorite. So I don't expect everything to be like better and better always when it comes to my emotions. But my appreciation for the universe exists thoroughly.
다행이라고 할 수 있을런지
Not sure
모르겠지만
if it's a good thing, but
건물이 워낙
at least the
크다 보니
huge size of
다른
this building
후보자들을
means
바로
that we
마주치지
won't be
않을
running to other candidates left and right.
여기저기 많이들
PB
달려있고
machines, they're everywhere.
기계.
I'm seeing some people making threatening gestures at the cameras up here. But
부서진
please
카메라
be
한
informed
대당
of this
동전
rule.
하나를
If
지불해야
you
한다는
break a camera,
규칙이
you
있으니
pay up with a
주의해주세요.
coin of your own.
저
I'm
방금
pretty
받은
sure she
같은데.
just made up that rule.
아, 이
We
복도를
should be able to
따라가면
keep moving
길이
by following
이어졌던
this
것 같아요.
hallway. Despite everything, Hong Lu still remains calm.
홍루 씨,
Hong Lu,
여기
you've
와본
been
적
here
있는
before,
거죠,
haven't
혹시?
you?
네.
Yeah, I have.
하지만 다른
But I don't
후보자분들은
suppose
아닐
any
거예요.
other candidates have. Oh,
아니,
except Bree Brother Chiu,
지우
maybe.
형님이라면 왔을 수도요. 그리고 이곳에
Besides,
걸음을 했던 적이
anyone who's
있는
ever set
분들은
foot in here is already.
이미
Oh, banderos! I love when they do this battle royale thing in story-focused media. Also, hi! Long time no see. How are you doing? I hope you are having a good one. And yes, I also agree with battle royale, and not only on like gaming. I really enjoy that you mentioned just story-focused media instead of gaming, because I love whenever we do like random battle royales on the middle of an anime. Most of the anime that include a battle royale of characters, I enjoy. I think the first one that comes into my head whenever I think about battle royale is Juni Taisen, which is an anime about the characters. Each one of them represents a Chinese zodiac sign, and they all fight against each other to see who wins. If any of you ever watched Juni Taisen, you should know how cool that anime was. If none of you or any of you haven't watched it before, please give it a try. You know, if you just like fighting and good but mysterious stories, try watching Juni Taisen. I enjoy the book The Hunger Games. That's all battle royale. Yeah, not big fan of. I watched the Hunger Games movies, but you know, never enough for me to force myself into watching or reading any of the medias. But again, I'm not big on reading books anyway. Doing good, thanks for asking. Got that regular autumn sickness though. Oh, autumn sickness? I know a lot of people have problem with spring because of pollen in some places, and I know some people have problem with winter because you know that's pretty chilly. But autumn is a new one for me. I live in Brazil. We don't have like distinct seasons in Brazil. We usually have summer, and we usually have like winter in a way. But we don't see like the clear distinction of like spring, summer, autumn, and then winter. As usual, the books are better than the movies, but not everyone likes reading as much as watching. Again, I never had the drive of reading books. Whenever I was growing up, I read books, but it was never something that I could bring myself to love. Like I've always seen people saying, "Hey, you should read more books. You're gonna fall in love as you make it a habit," but you know, it just never was my thing. I rather like read manga or webtoons or things of that nature. I always get sick on autumns for some reason. Oh, I'm so sorry. And that's why movie adaptations exist to bring stories to people who otherwise wouldn't see it. Yeah, for sure, 100%. At least
그래도
we
길을
won't
잃을
have to worry
염려는
about
없으니
getting lost. But
다행이네요.
that's nice.
방금
He was
너무
absolutely
말을
about to spill
숨기지
something
않았어?
before he decided to bite his tongue, right?
그런데 나
So
아무리
guys,
봐도 좀
I
이상해.
have this weird stinking feeling that I just can't seem to shake.
우리가 갔던 대관원
Dangguangwan,
거기는
that place was
어마어마하게
huge, right?
넓었잖아.
Like stupidly huge, right?
가마를 타고
Like,
한참을
think about
이야기하며 가야지.
We
홍루가
chatted a
살던
while
곳에
on the
도착할
palanquin
정도로.
before we got anywhere near Honglu's room.
사슴인지
Yeah,
뭔지도
apparently they have
깨물었다
deer
그러고.
frolicking in the
호수
garden,
같은 것도
a whole
보였죠.
lake to themselves.
그런 공간들을
Right.
냅두고
So
이런
why are they
섬뜩한
holding the
곳에서
family
가지도
hierarchy
좀
evaluation to
건데.
some creepy abandoned building like this when they've got more than enough space to spare there?
그것도 모르나.
Temple, art deserves an
예술품은
exhibition of
걸맞은 곳에
equal
전시되는
extravagance.
말입니다. 왜
Okay, but
굳이
why?
번거롭게 이런
Why
장소에
drag us all the
불러서
way out here?
마치 우리한테
It's almost like they're
감상시켜주려는
trying
것
to show us
같잖아.
something.
어떤 걸?
Show us what?
대관원에
The
대한
pride and
자부심과
glory of the
영광을
Dungan one,
그리고
and the cautionary
공가에
tale
대한
of the house
본보기를.
of the Kong family. This is very important. If you don't want the story to repeat, you gotta make it obvious that the results of story. That's why a lot of countries like to remember people, how great they are, and how lesser everyone is, because they got ingrained in people's head that they shouldn't do things that would make story to repeat itself. Limbus Company made me read books again. The Stranger is Speak. The Stranger. What is The Stranger? It's a book, probably. But what's it about? If you want to share with us, I'll be down to hear about it. I dislike the Hunger Games not by any fault of their own, but by a virtue of having inspired so many dull books that try to replicate this popularity. The dystopian book genre did get out of hand, but that's just natural, isn't it? Something popular will inspire copies. Yeah, 100%. And a lot of those copies are going to be uninspired. It's just not everyone can be like very inventive. I think a good example of you guys are mentioning for other pieces of media is actually isekai anime. Isekai anime nowadays is literally, you can arguably say, is almost like a plague in like the industry. Everybody's doing isekai. And we have a lot of variations of isekai going on. So, um, a lot of people just have like this inherent prejudice about it. And for all senses and matters, like there are very great isekai coming out, but some people just don't even give it a shot because they already have this preconceived notion that it's gonna suck or that it's going to be this very samey um, formula. But I think for me the best example of something that would fall in the line of isekai is the anime Lord of Mysteries. Lord of Mysteries, such like other anime, were actually inspired by a book also called Lord of Mysteries. It's pretty popular in China, to the point that China really wanted to support the actual anime and make it good. But if you watch like Lord of Mysteries is a transmigration story, which it falls in the umbrella of isekai. So transmigration is whenever the character either dies or get transported from their world, and their soul is put on someone else's body or reincarnates in someone else's body. It is like a great anime. For me, is like Lord of Mysteries and To Be Hero X should be regarded as probably one of the best animes ever made. And both of them came from Japan. Or sorry, both of them came from China. Japan had nothing to do with it. And that's why a lot of people are saying like Japan is gonna start to, have to put some more umph to it because China and Korea are starting to put out better stories and better looking. I watched the Hunchback of Notre Dame last night, and holy shit, was Disney bold back then. Hellfire is my new favorite villain song. Oh yeah, well, I don't recall clearly how the story of the Hunchback goes, but I feel like nowadays Disney plays extremely safe. Like extremely safe. And talking about Disney, that's a great subject. Disney is now more than ever trying to go into the anime world. So Disney already attempted anime with a couple of things, like the Suicide Squad anime version. But I don't know if you guys know that, but Disney is coming out with an anime focused on all the villains, and apparently they all look like a male. So they probably like did the whole gender swap for even the female villains into male ones, and it's always gonna be like an full anime kind of like a male husbando kind of situation. It's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna be. Best anime I've seen is Puella Madoka Magica. Madoka Magica is pretty good. It's one of the best anime story wise, for sure. Also, it created a very brief but sizable amount of subverted magical girl anime. It didn't catch on. Everything else that came after Madoka Magica wasn't as popular, so I think people just couldn't see the value on keep trying to do it. There's no way Disney would do something like that again. People get offended by a lot now, and Disney tries to play way too safe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Disney is now only dabbling on the safe route. They are too like the problem. I feel like it comes down to the shareholders. There is no way for them to take a risk where they have to answer to people all the time. I could argue that Disney tries so hard to not be offensive that it ends up looping back into being offensive. I agree in some form. Like it's so terribly PG and not at all aggressive that it turns into something aggressive by proxy. Hello, Maury. Thank you so much for joining us. We were dabbling about something completely unrelated to Limbus Company at this point. I wonder if Falls predicted me coming in after this long time. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe Discord didn't relay the information to her. Let's continue the story. I think that's a good point. I'm this almost like lunchtime for me. The pride and glory of Dangundan and the cautionary tale of the house of the Kong family. So that the prospective hierarch of the other candidates would be reminded of their downfall, and this is such a cool design. This is such a cool design. I love its fluffy hair. I love the long pipe with blowing like black smoke. I like the black and white. This is such a cool design. Weren't asking you, intruder. Here to ambush us? The sinners all immediately took a defensive stance at the sudden appearance of a different candidate. Ah, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to fight you guys. Saw you guys earlier, back during the first round. I also saw the interesting healing method of yours. I'm guessing that's what you used to get past the first round of the Hierarch War. Do you know this guy, Honglu? Nope. But I think he's from the Wang family, though I haven't exchanged many words with him before. Wang Zhao. Not surprised that you don't know who I am. It's not like I gave much chance to get to know me. I always was the type to prefer sitting in my room and passing the time reading books. If he's not here to fight, is he here to make an alliance? Listen here, fella, we're not here to make any friends, alright? We've had enough bad experiences with it as it is. Yeah, totally. I get you guys. I'm not here to make an alliance either. I just thought that maybe we could at least travel together, given that our goal doesn't seem to clash. I'm not actually here looking to become the next hierarch. My goal is, how should I put this? More like wanting to become a pal in a game of Junchi. I have enough self-awareness to know that even a Jew is too much for me. He's laying this out, but not gonna lie, 100%. Let's see. A false can know in detail what happened hundreds and hundreds of years ago, for blood fiend IDs exist. As there are infinite mirror worlds and should be blood fiend false. Yeah, most likely. The whole casting people with short stature as dwarfs for snow is offensive, so we'll make them witch CGI instead of giving short people a job opportunity. It feels wrong to me. Damn, that's stupid. They deprived so many people jobs with that shit. Just exclude Twitter from viable opinion source. And trying to be not offensive, problem solved. The problem is everybody cares about internet opinions. One thing that I realized on my time kind of relaxing and getting out of the internet for a couple of last days, everybody cares and everybody wants to give their opinion online. So like, people just need to detach themselves on caring so much and thinking that their opinion should be voiced to the million of people outside. You know, what happened on keeping things to yourself or to your close-knit group of friends? Why everyone feel the urge of sharing every single nasty detail of their lives, even if it's something that sometimes can be deemed criminal? And casting Zegler as Snow White pissed me off. Like, did you not read the fairy tale? With a little bit of thinking, you get the understand that online opinion is mostly stupid because stupid people get to speak up first time in their on their lifetime. And we can even say stupid people tend to even speak up more often than the other ones that did not. And yes, that reminds me, how did you enjoy yourself during your break, Archer? It was very much so a situation where I needed to just relax, you know. Whenever it was Friday night, I was reading stuff online, and it got to the point that I went through severe stages of going through like depression and sadness to anger and outrage. And like at some point on like Friday night, I was ready to come online and just speak my mind. Like I wanted to voice my disgruntledness of that situation that I was like perceiving. And it took me a moment to realize that there's no point. Like this is the problem of internet. Everybody just get this urge that they need to talk online about everything. And like I don't want to be more of the freaking scum garbage larvae on the internet that just wants to keep preying on every single subject to further some weird agenda. Like I want to keep everything to myself. I don't want to let those things get to me. Like I think it's just the worst thing that you can do is that internet opinions get to you. So I just decided to, you know, actually take a break. Instead of like me going online and start ranting about some stuff, I decided to just say, hey guys, I'm not doing fine. I'm gonna take a break for like a couple of days, just so I could recollect myself. And that's what I did. And I'm feeling much better now. And I feel that this is what people on the internet should do. Like if you don't feel right, just take a time to yourself outside of the internet. My friend told me that he can't be online for long because he doom scrolls, so I know how much of a toll the internet can have on your mental health. That's why Discord is the only social media I have, and YouTube, I guess. On another topic, I'm almost done with my previous semester's debts. Congratulations! That's pretty good. I hate having debt. Yeah, that's not fun. Coming from someone that has... I know how anxiety creating that can be. Like, I hope we get to a point where people don't have to suffer on the hands of money that needs to be paid forever. Let me give you a demonstration. Catch. Merso definitely snatched the coin out in the air with one hand.
야,
Dang, nice catch, Mers. This is... Is this a real coin? One of those life tokens or whatever?
뭐
Feel free to bite into it if you don't believe me.
야, 빨리 해봐.
Oh, bite into it.
금과 같은 연질
That
금속이
method of
아닌
material
이상
discernment is
그런
ineffective for
감별법은
coins
무의미합니다.
not made from soft metals such as gold. Why would you just...
이걸
Are
줘도
you
되는
sure this
건가요?
is a good strategy?
글쎄,
Well,
그 사회자가
I'm sure our dear host has something to say about that. The host's voices buzzed from the speaker not long after Wang Zhao's reply.
방금 동전에
Aha!
잘
A candidate has
후보자가
willingly
나왔군요.
handed over his coin to another.
그렇습니다.
Yes, of course.
후보자들은
The
서로
candidates are
동전을
permitted to
양면하지
trade
않고
coins
교환하는
and favors
것이
amongst each
가능합니다.
other without
이는
necessarily
보수의
having to
대가를
take
쓸
them
수도
by
있고
force.
여러 전략적인
You may
작전을
use it to
위해
convince
활용할
others to
수도
do
있을
your
거죠.
bidding, or use them to formulate various other strategies.
화폐라는 상징을
Then the
채택하는
decision
건
to use coins as representation of tokens is symbolically appropriate. The host doesn't immediately catch on to what's going on, huh? It took her a moment to react to what Ryoshi was doing in front of the camera too. Yeah, I skipped like half a year. Where do you live, Mori, if you're comfortable answering that? Oh god, debt. Russia. Oh, so you're Russian. I just know some places have bad debt. Oof. I'm talking about student debt, not money. Well, all debt is money related, regardless of whatever you want or think. I figure you were a student. You said semester, so... Yeah, I figured as much. So, Russia. Okay, interesting. I don't have many people from Russia around my channel. But you know, welcome. I'm someone that I don't judge people from location. I judge them for who they are. I just need to meet 3 teachers at Thursday and I'm done. Okay, nice.
정확한
A
통찰이십니다,
highly
관리자님.
discerning observation,
후보자의
executive
행동에
manager.
따라
It appears
규칙을
that she
추가로
chimes
설명해 주는
in
것처럼
to add
보이는군요.
commentary based on the actions of each candidate.
관객들에게
It is to keep the
행동에게
audience informed
해석하기
of
위한
the actions of the candidates.
역시
I
반드시
knew it.
빼앗을
We
이유는
don't have to take the
없어.
coins by force after all. Wang Zhao muttered with some satisfaction once the speaker fell silent again.
저
So, would you like to have this back
다시
now?
돌려줘야 하나요? 그럴 필요 없어.
Don't worry about it. Consider my
정보를
token of
얻는데
appreciation for
도움을
helping
좀
me figure out the
값이라고
game.
생각해.
주니까 받긴 하는데
Sure, thanks for the coin,
이렇게 미련
I
없이
guess.
줘도 되는 건가요?
But are you sure it's a good strategy to give away your coin just like that?
목표가 1등이라면
Probably not, if my goal was to come in first place. But like I said earlier, I'm more of a prey animal than a predator.
나는 피식자는 말이야.
Prey animals like myself have to remain highly aware of our surroundings and observe.
그렇게 하다
And once you
보면
get good enough at that,
제일
you see which of the prospective
많이
candidates
모아야
should hold the
사람이
most coins.
누구인지 알 수 있거든. 그게
And that's my
나의
strategy.
전략이야.
All nationalities are valid except for Chileans. I hate them. Again, I don't care of any nationality. English is hard. You get there. It's too impressive you can speak multiple languages. Oh yeah, again, 100%. Even knowing like 2 languages is good enough. I have only 3 problems with English. Oh, by the way, you gotta appreciate whenever someone knows how to speak English whenever their normal letters are different. I know that I might be sounding a little too stupid speaking speaking the way I'm doing, but they don't use the same type of lettering and vocabulary as Latin speaking words, I guess. Russia uses other symbolisms for their words. So I always tell people that there's a huge gap into learning a different language using the same words and stuff, and one they use different lettering altogether. No, at least you're coming across perfectly fine. Like, we can understand what you're saying. And I know how distinct is English from Russian.
오,
Oh,
그게 우리라는
And
거야?
that's us, huh?
동전을 제일 많이
Are you
모아야 할
saying
사람이?
that we're the team that deserves to hold the highest number of coins? Hey, I'm starting
지금까지
to feel
줄곧
pretty
눈총만
optimistic.
받다가 이런 칭찬을
Gee, it's
받으니까
really refreshing to finally have someone recognizes us like this, you know?
입에 발린 말이다.
He's trying to butter us
참
up. This man
고리타분한
is just
이형은
another boring
어딜 가나
old
있는
weeding
법이니.
schemer.
그래도
Still, we're already
시작하자마자
at
네 개나
4
모았어.
coins right from the get-go.
이쯤이면
I think it's a good
순정은
start, huh?
죽어라니? 이러다가
We might actually end up
정말
coming in first
1등이라도
place
하는
at
거
this rate.
아니려나 모르겠어요. 그래서
So, what do you
어때?
say? Information adventures can be
초반에는
pretty
정보의
significant
격차가
variable in this
승부를
early in the
가릴 수
game.
있어. 나는
I follow
너희의
you,
행동을
seek my
통해
chances, and
틈새를
fill out the game, while you
너희는
gain information.
정보를 얻는 거지. 적당히
It's a
서로
win-win,
얻을
right?
것만 얻다가
We both get what we
적절한
want,
시기에
and we'll go our separate ways when the time is right.
어떻게
What
하죠?
should we do?
대신
I don't think he
저희
looks
동전을 훔쳐
agile
가는
enough to
시기에
stab us in the back and steal our
그렇게
coins.
민첩해 보이진 않는데요.
Sinclair asks, giving Wang Zhao a side eye.
무작정 동맹을 맺자는
I
것도
think he makes a
아니고
decent case. It's
잠깐
not like he's
서로
offering
이득을
us an
취하고
alliance
갈등
out
가는
of the
건
blue.
나쁘지 않은 것
Like you
같은데.
said, I think it's a nice win-win strategy for both parties.
어떻게 하시겠습니까,
The
관리자?
decision is yours, executive
계략을
manager.
꾸미는 것처럼
It
보이지는
does not seem
않습니다.
like he has any
숫자
ulterior
고세를
motives.
앞세워 동전을
Perhaps we
더
could use
요구하는
our
방법도
superior
있을 겁니다.
numbers to demand more coins from him in return for letting him accompany us.
이미 동전 한 개의 이익을
A net profits
확보하였으니
of any additional
동맹이
coins, of one additional
이대로
coin,
지나치는 것이
has already been
합리적인
secured. If alliance with this individual causes you concern, it would be a rational choice to simply cut ties while we're ahead. The senior's arguments are all sounded very reasonable. So I tried to signal Honglu, the actual candidate of the family hierarchy war, but... Any thoughts on this, Honglu?
어느 쪽이어도
I think they
괜찮아
all sound
보이는걸요?
pretty nice. His reply is terse, cheery, and thoughtless. It seems to me that he's unwilling to make a single choice. Let's accept his offer. Otis, please keep an eye out for any signs of betrayal.
맡겨만 주십시오.
You may place the
알겠습니다.
utmost faith in me to carry out the task, Executive Manager.
잘 부탁드려요.
As this,
왕자오 씨.
Wanzhao.
그래,
Okay,
잘
Jabba,
부탁한다. 가보.
let's.
여전히
So,
대관원은
are you still the
모든
favorite child
일들을
of Dangodwan? Jabba
가보기
stands his
인사드립니다.
greetings to you.
아,
Ah,
그래.
welcome,
보기가
little
왔구나.
Bo. It's been a while, Bo.
보가
Answer, Dumbo.
착한 아이다.
Are you a good boy, huh?
대답을 해야 하지 않겠니? 네, 역시
Okay.
언제 봐도
It
어여쁘게
still as pretty and
빛나고
lustrous
있네요.
as always.
대관원의
It
변치 않는
truly is
옷이라는 말이
unchanging,
딱이에요.
precious jade of
좋으시겠어요,
Dangodwan.
가모님.
You must be so happy to have him, Venerable GMU.
아,
Ah,
다들 가보기야?
so he's that Cabo kid.
뭐야?
Really?
나는 엄청
I thought
대단한
he
애인 줄 알았는데.
looked more special, I
실제로
guess.
보니까 별거 없어
He's actually
보이는데?
pretty and impressive in person. Let's see what you guys are saying. I can easily understand most words, cause context and I are besties, but to use them by myself, I won't remember. You get there. You will get used to it, Mori. Practice makes king and all of that, for sure. I can thoroughly agree with all that are being said. The more you just speak and talk with people and just have conversations, either writing or talking, and you're gonna get there. I will say 3 years ago, I wasn't as proficient in speaking in English as I am right now. It was after I met my ex that, and we started like speaking in English like every day, that grown used to it. I really need some cool word. I'll find it, but in casual conversations, no way. Eventually, you'll be able to hold a casual conversation. I can hold casual conversations as long as you have to drive to keep learning. My speech just won't come across fancy words in casuals. Oh, sorry. You meant the cool words as you put it, right? Yes. So, but are you talking about writing cool words or thinking about them? Or you're talking about actually speaking them as coming out of your mouth? Because if you just want to practice speaking, just, you know, sort of like meet friends, start talking to them, mouth, okay. And then yeah, you might meet someone that you can just have casual conversations with. Again, I spoke with my ex every day for a year non-stop. and that's how I grown used to speaking in English. And now I stream in English, which is pretty fun. If you find a friend that you can maybe play a game or two, maybe watch a movie or anime, or you can just have like casual conversations, eventually you just develop more and more of a vocabulary, and you can hone in on how to pronounce the words, especially if the person that you're talking to is from a English speaking country, so they can actually like, you know, perceive your pattern of speech and how you're pronouncing the words, and they can actually give you some pointers. Talking with a native speaker, it's a great way to learn. 100%. I feel like that's the most effective way on you honing in your speaking skills. Let's continue.
아, 나
Oh yeah,
엄마한테
Mom
제
told
얘기
me
들었어.
about him. Shh,
조용히
shh,
해.
child.
함부로 말
You
걸지
can't just
말자.
talk to him. Oh,
아,
I think he just
방금
looked
정말
at me.
똑같아. 그런데
So
제가
why
왜
do they
그렇게
all love
예쁨을
him so
받는 거야?
much?
몰라.
Don't know, maybe they're
그래도
painted his
발라줬나 보지.
insides with gold or something.
좋겠다.
Must be nice to be
나도
loved and
태어나자마자
cuddled by
저렇게
everyone the
예쁨이나
moment
받고
you're
싶다.
born.
그런데 쟤
But why does he
표정이
look
왜
so
저래?
gloomy?
저 아이는 죽을
That child will
때까지
never
근심하는
suffer
없이
once in
평탄히
his
살고
dying
있네요.
days.
그러게요.
Yeah, and I envy him from it, but I don't know.
저 애는
I don't know
왜
why he's such a
얼굴에 미소
smileless
짓는
child. Ain't these memories for Clockhead's eyes only? Why can't we see it too? Wait, is everyone seeing it? Uh-huh. You saw that too? It appears that the gradual reconstruction of the golden bow expanding Dante's ability to peer into the fathoms.
확장되어 가는 것 같군요.
Okay. Do you know if they keep like seeing each other's feelings and memories, this whole thing is gonna turn into Kisnaiver. So just letting people know, probably people are completely unaware of what I'm saying. There was this one trigger anime called Kisnaiver, which the whole plot is that the characters are all linked together by like a thread, and every single character can kind of feel what the other one is feeling. So they become very close with each other because they can literally feel what each other is feeling. And I feel like this can turn into something quite like that. He was forced to eat cement when he was 6. What? That is now a projector. Damn, hate misunderstanding stole the idea I was trying to put in your head. What, Mori? Sorry, I don't think I got your point. Is it? I'm not sure myself.
지금은 그런 정도로
That is enough for now,
충분합니다,
Dante.
어쩌면
Perhaps these
나중에는
powers will
이런
become
능력들을
controllable in the
자각해서
future to be used as
원하는
once
형태로
once
조절할 수
he's
있게
fit.
될지도 모르죠.
Didn't
이렇게
think
어린
this is
시절에
how I'd be sharing my
여러분께
childhood with
보여주게 될 줄은
everyone.
몰랐네요.
If Wang Zhao had also made it into the dungeon of the Fathoms alongside the rest of us, he must have seen Honglu's past as well. What are you guys all standing around for? Don't tell me your strategy is to sit here and wait for the whole thing to blow over, is it? But it seems that the vision was for our eyes only. Unlike the Honglu we know, the younger version of him did not have even a trace of that familiar smile. His eyes were fixed to the ground in silence, and that was all he did. I won't even try to remember so unnecessarily long words and combos. My apologies, but I have a work meeting to attend, and then I have work I must go. No problem. Thank you so much. I should be calling also. It's basically almost like lunchtime. But thank you so much for coming there, free shoots. When I'm talking to someone, I'm going for the shortest route. Oh, makes total sense. A lot of people try to do the same. Okay, we're gonna fight this one, and we're gonna finish here, guys. And I really hope I can make this work. Because again, it's so tough.
입장을 알리는 음악 소리가 들리는군.
Yeah, so far I've been kind of struggling with the fights. But oh, Pikachu. No, this shouldn't be too difficult then.
때로는 어설펐지만 여러분과 함께하는
Oh
여행은
no.
늘 제 마음을 설레게
Okay,
만듭니다.
I lucked out.
그렇게 여기서 다들
Thank you,
첫
luck.
여정을 시작했을 때보다
It would have been terrible if she decided to just shoot us.
괜히
내일
저항하지 마요.
보아하는
괜찮아. 이젠 안 아플 거야.
감회가 새로워요. 화력, 추진, 차, 타. 단테님은 매번 기발한 발상을 떠올리시네요.
I know, I have no charge for this, but it's all cool.
기쁨이란 건
Okay,
이런
that's
사소한
this is
일에도
the fight.
스매시 따라오나 봐요.
Though I
모두가
love
노력한
to
덕분에
sometimes put
업무가
words
일찍
of
끝날 것
what I'd
같은
call smart pants
지금처럼 말이에요.
type of written conversing.
그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
That would be conversation. But yeah, a lot of people like to sound more posh with some of their dialogue. So I think you're not just alone with this. Wait, I cannot see it. A certain rumor. Okay. I feel like this is a good time for me to stop because it's almost my lunchtime and I gotta do some other stuff. But yeah, thank you so much everyone that came in here today, said hi. I'm taking this canto a little more slowly because as something that I could perceive, this is gonna be my first real like challenge on a canto. So I think what I'm probably gonna do is that I gotta level up some other IDs just to make sure that I have a chance. But I should be playing more Limbus Company on maybe Saturday. I'm not aware. But we're moving on. For sure, I'm gonna be playing more on the near future. But yes, tomorrow I'm gonna do reverse. So thank you everyone. And on the next Thursday, maybe more FGO. Because Friday I do have reversed again. Friday we're gonna pull for Nautica. I hope everybody is gonna be here for it. I leveled my IDs to level 55 the moment Kinto 8 came out. Oh, nice. But yes, guys, thank you so much for coming. Murray, their free shoots, Merm, everyone else. My name is Archer, playing some Limbus Company, and I see you all in the next one. Archer is out. See you later, guys. Oh, hello, Gazoo. See you later, Gazoo.